On Saturday the 25th of November, Topless Gun appeared as a guest on Polaventris' stream to do a developer Q&A. Lots of new information about My Summer Car and My Winter Car got revealed. As the VOD on Twitch remains unpublished, here's a short and sweet summary of all the things mentioned. My Summer Car. Most people understand that My Summer Car needs to come out of early access for Topless to publish My Winter Car. When asked about the full release, Topless mentions that 1.0 is very close, and the next update will be the final update before it comes out of early access. Post early access, there isn't much more he wants to actually add to the game, but patches and fixes will happen if needed. While there isn't an official estimate for the release, he would like to get it out this fall, or at least this year. New teasers will be added through TeleBBS in My Summer Car at some point, just like the teasers we got before. As of right now, an alternate ending for My Summer Car has not been decided. If the sorbet gets added to the game, it will just be a prop and not drivable. And the final thing he mentioned about My Summer Car is that it's actually inspired by the Finnish TV series Autovaras, meaning car thief in Finnish. And now what you've all been waiting for. Plenty of information on My Winter Car. As of right now, Topless says it's hard to say how finished the game is because he's constantly coming up with new features, so the 100% bar is always increasing. But if he was to stop now and add nothing else, the game is around 90% done. It's just missing some graphical assets and voice lines. There is no estimated release date as of now. This makes sense when you take into consideration that he wants to release My Summer Car first and add even more things to My Winter Car. The game itself will remain on the same engine as My Summer Car. When trying another version of Unity, it broke the whole game down. As a result of this, however, we can have the My Summer Car save affect My Winter Car. It's been confirmed that only minor differences, though, such as tattoos and item ownership, will change. Also, in terms of My Winter Car and My Summer Car has lots more content in it. Nice! One of the hardest things Topless had to implement in My Summer Car was the Satsuma, but this time round it's actually the jobs you can go to. It's been confirmed that there will be no wrecks to sell in My Winter Car, but the Pasca and woodcutting jobs will remain. In terms of the new job, it's basically a real job. You can only smoke in the designated areas to relieve stress. You also have a 1-hour lunch break. You can work through this lunch break, and if you want you can even save up the hours and take the Friday off. It's been confirmed that you can sneak out of work if you want to, but the boss will monitor your efficiency. The art of working the job is making it look like you're there without really doing anything. How much can you slack off without being caught? You won't have this job from the start and you'll have to apply for it, and your wages will be paid into the player's bank account, hence the ATM in the TeleBBS teaser picture we got before. All in all, there'll be 4 to 5 jobs in the game, but only one official job. Official job meaning the ones that you actually apply for, but he would like to add some new jobs later. The stock performance of the Rivet will be around 98 horsepower. This is a change from the 71 horsepower before, as it was too sluggish. The parts magazine isn't finalised yet, but there'll be more parts than in My Summer Car, and there will no longer be a limit to the amount of parts you can order. If you want, you can fill a whole garage full of rooms. It's already known that when you start the game, you get a few randomised parts. In total, the car has 100 stock parts with 10 to 12 randomised, as well as different interior colours and materials. Although the car is based on a Ford Taurus, the trim levels are not the same as the real car, as Topless wants to design these himself. The only thing that will be similar is the factory paint colours. The different trim levels can contain gear ratios, the appearance of a limited slip differential, the springs and shocks, power-assisted brake/manual brake, exterior and interior stuff, and also some different wheels. I'm very excited for the amount of customization we can personally do to this car. The sorbet is confirmed to be fixed at a light metallic blue colour with 72 horsepower and 130 nanometers of torque. It has a modelled engine bay, but as of right now, the hood is not fully openable. The sorbet itself has a handbrake, and this only locks one of the rear wheels. This isn't intentional, it's a bug, and he has no idea how to fix it as of yet. It also has an economy gauge, not too much rust, and is around 15 years old in-game. Latari's loaner car is one from the 1960s and has a V8 engine. It is a brand that has been used in NASCAR, but the car itself has never been used in the races. It's also bigger than the Ferndale and even harder to steer, with a worse steering radius. There is currently no replacement for the Rusko, but he would like to have a truck with a trailer. Yanni will definitely return with a different car this time, and many more Amos cars will be in the game than in My Summer Car. Finally, on the topic of cars, we have more information on the ice track race. The ice track race has a Friday pre-practice, and then from those times, the Saturday race heats are ordered. There are 4 qualification heats, and on Sunday, there are semi-finals and the final. The ice track cars are the Beetle, named the Boopel in-game, the 133, an Escort, and a Skoda. There are lots of other small things that Topless mentioned in passing about My Winter Car, so here's a quick fire round. You ready? The game is set in the late 90s. Tamo doesn't have a car, but he does like the idea of Tamo having a kick sled. Energy drinks will be better than coffee, but cost more. There is no warm weather, with the coldest temperature being minus 47.5 Celsius. You can only sleep in the warm. There's going to be a fireplace system. The TV will have more to watch. New commercials, new shows, a simulated ice hockey season in teletext, paranormal activity, and a live lotto show. Potential car insurance. The home stereo system is there from the beginning of the game, but you can lose it. New alcoholic drinks. An ice hockey rink on the sports field. You have your parents' house, but they've gone off to Spain again. There's a few other places to live in-game. Driving on the keyboard works surprisingly well. Potential new plans for Pigman, but you will still be able to play Venti. Plans for the ski hill. The flea market owner is a woman. Yoke will wear clothes. Finally. Put those nips away. Thank you to Polaventris for hosting the Q&A and Topless for allowing this to happen. So many people are excited to see what's coming in the future for your games. We got so much information. Let me know down below anything I may have missed or your favourite thing that we learned. Bye!